Final and deciding round of the FIA 1998 Formula One World Championship. A truly international series as the contenders shake on a fair race. Mika Hakkinen starts behind this man, Michael Schumacher. The drivers are lined up on the grid and Mika is eager to get away, but the start is aborted. The team's nerves are on a knife edge as the pit crews prepare the cars for the restart. Truly as the offender, he'll start at the back. And that's Michael Schumacher. There's a problem. He stalled his engine. Norbert Haug checks the procedure. Schumacher can't believe it. He knows the consequences, as does Ferrari boss Luca Di Montezemolo. There are mixed emotions as the drivers wait for the restart. The track marshal stands in front of Michael Schumacher's car as the grid leaves for their second formation lap. The Ferrari driver will have to wait before joining the back, where he will start the Japanese Grand Prix. Under starter's orders, and Mika Hakkinen takes the initiative, blasting off the grid. In car with Coulthard as Eddie Irvine and Heinz-Harald Frentzen get past. Hakkinen leads the field around the first curve as Schumacher charges from the back. Race order: Mika Hakkinen, Eddie Irvine, Heinz-Harald Frentzen, David Coulthard, Jacques Villeneuve and Damon Hill. And that's Schumacher on the attack, taking position after position off his fellow racers. Jean Todt keeps an eye on his progress as Michael passes his brother Ralph for 7th on lap 4. The going will be slow from here though, with the pack fighting their own race. Mika's still out in front and pulling away, as Schumacher has trouble passing his old adversary Damon Hill, who is fighting with Villeneuve. Damon's in for his pit stop as teammate Ralph pulls out of the race with a blown engine on Mugen's doorstep. Michael's now up to 6th and is pressuring Villeneuve for 5th place. He's got the speed out of the corner and passes with ease. Lap 17 and Hakkinen's in for his first stop. It'll have to be a quick one to get out in front of Irvine. And it is! The Finn is rejoining the circuit in front of the Irishman and retains his first place. The pit crew doing what they needed to. Schumacher is pushing, setting fastest laps. That mistake shouldn't cost him too much time. Back with Hakkinen, losing at the front. Tuero's leaving his braking late, and into Takagi, throwing debris in all directions. In car with Michael as he passes the expensive Rex and onto the pit straight where his team wait anxiously. Schumacher's right behind Irvine now, and that's his tyre exploding. Surely his race is over. McLaren can't believe it as Michael Schumacher pulls off the circuit and onto the grass. Ferrari can't hide their feelings, neither can McLaren. Michael's 1998 championship is over. But the race isn't. Mika's still charging. Tyres smoking as 5th place Hill chases Frentzen for 4th with Villeneuve just behind. Number 1 driver Mika Hakkinen comes round to win the Japanese Grand Prix and the Drivers' World Championship in style, with Irvine bringing the lone Ferrari home in 2nd. But they're still racing for 4th position as Damon dives down the inside of Frentzen's Williams at the last corner of the race, putting one over on his 1999 teammate to give the Jordan team 4th place in the Constructors' title. Hakkinen fans are ecstatic, as is his wife Eija.
I don't know where to start to tell my feelings. Since starting Formula One 1991, it has been a fight every year. It took a while, it took quite a long time, and now it happened. And looking all those times back, what we have done together and what we have achieved together in the past, you can be happy about it. Because there has been such a hard work for everybody. Here we are, we won the championship.
The hard work paying off as Mika, McLaren and Mercedes bathe in the glory. Mika takes his 8th win of the season with Irvine in 2nd, chasing him all the way. Coulthard is 3rd, and with Hill 4th, the 2 Williams drivers finish in the top.
All the red lights came on, and I knew when they go off, you have to go for it. They didn't go, but the yellow light started flashing, and it was, you know, you're so hyped up. for the start, so I still went for it. And when I stopped the grid, all mechanics was running to the car and checking everything, and it was not happening to the other team car. I was sitting in a car and I was looking my engineers what they were doing to the engine and in situations where we were, because the temperatures get really, really hot in a car, and you can feel it yourself, you know, the heat coming from the engine. And that makes me understand, you know, what our boys did again, our mechanics. This was fabulous work. They made sure the car is cooled down, the engine is cool, and that did not happen to Michael. So I suppose he had a problem with the temperatures of the engine or clutch or something like that.
World champion Mika Hakkinnen there raising the question crucial to the outcome of the Japanese Grand Prix. What caused Michael Schumacher to stall on the most important race of the year?
The clutch closed itself and then it stalled, so nothing really we could do, and because of the high temperature I kept the RPM low, which was maybe a follow reason for that.
Starting from the rear of the grid, Schumacher carved his way through the field.
They couldn't keep me for long, so why not leave me through and let me drive my race. I have to say thanks for all those guys. Obviously, Damon naturally is not my best friend and would make rather things very difficult and a little bit easier. But in the end of the day, I don't care.
The debris from this accident between Takagi and Tuero on lap 29 has been suggested as one of the potential causes of Schumacher's tyre blowout. The flailing rubber damaged the rear of Michael's bodywork, but he wasn't sure the debris was the cause.
No, it just exploded the tyre. I don't know why. I didn't see any debris. I don't think I hit anything, but hard luck.
Schumacher thanked his team for their hard work.
We've been extremely unlucky in the most important race of the season. This is a competition.
And Ferrari boss Luca Di Montezemolo. The final driver standing shows that Mika Hakkinnen beat season-long rival Michael Schumacher by 14 points to win the championship. Coulthard beat Irvine to third, while 1997 champion Villeneuve could only manage fifth, 1 point ahead of Hill in sixth. Frentzen and Wirtz have 17 points each and finish 7th and 8th, while Fisichella and Ralf Schumacher round off the top 10 drivers. A poor season for Johnny Herbert, winning only 1 point and finishing the year 15th. In the Constructors' Championship, McLaren and Mercedes take the honours, their first in 7 years, while second-place Ferrari scored the most points in the history of the sport without winning the title. Bridgestone are the tyre champions, Williams are third, Jordan fourth, their highest ever finish, Benetton fifth and Sauber sixth.